For the upcoming meetings portion, do we need to put the retreat as a separate meeting listed in the upcoming meetings? Or it can just be,
It could just be, and so we're gonna do them all at the same.
okay.
It's fine.
Do we need to list it in here for the public,
It is. It is.
the 6 o'clock?
Oh, it's meeting and school board retreat.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. It is 6:59, so let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. Let me get with a reminder, there is video and audio recording of the school board on the school board website, and a reminder to silence all electronic devices. Ms. DeLaurier. Yes, I did it. See, I didn't even have to look. Ms. DeLaurier, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, Chairman. Mr. Paul Alexander.
Here.
Miss Stacy Cyberling.
Here.
Miss Ellen Slobodnik.
Here.
Mr. Michael Cummings.
Here.
Chairman Dr. Shantae Jones will be absent tonight.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Ms. Slobodnik, would you care to lead us in a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, please stand for a moment of silence to be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Do we have any additions or corrections to the agenda?
No additions or corrections, Chairman.
All right. Can I get a motion and a second for approval?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. All right. Consent agenda. Assuming everyone has had a chance to review it, a lot of it. Can I get a motion and a second for approval of consent agenda?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Before we move on, I just want to thank staff from the consent agenda. I noticed the yes to all 134 SOQ categories was much appreciated. So thank you all. Thank you, Pam. So it was a lot to read, so it had to be a lot to do. So thank you so much for everything. All right. So moving on to superintendent spotlights and announcements.
Great, thank you, Chairman. I'd like to invite up, I'm going to start with Ms. Pam Kelso to share some exciting news, and then we're going to turn it over to Dr. Grosser. We have two announcements of some positions, some exciting positions in our division. As you know, we've been doing some adjustments to the leadership structure and repurposing some vacancies and trying to do things a little bit different and provide those resources in places where we have identified there's a great need in the division. So with that, Ms. Kelso.
Good evening, Chair Alexander and members of the board. I'm thrilled to introduce our new Director of Instruction, a pivotal position within our recent reorganization. This role is integral to our organization as it encompasses the comprehensive oversight of curriculum and instruction. Responsibilities will include, but are not limited to, resource adoption, professional development, support across all academic content areas, curriculum development, and the implementation of state standards. Our selected candidate, Ms. Stacy Mammon, comes with a distinguished track record of driving continuous school improvement and an unwavering passion for teaching and learning. Ms. Mammon began her career right here in Manassas Park City Schools, starting as a classroom teacher at Cougar Elementary and later serving as assistant principal. For the past 17 years, she has been the principal of Manassas Park Elementary School, where she has become a cornerstone of the school community. Her deep commitment to the students and families of Manassas Park is unparalleled, and I'm excited to welcome her to this new role on our team. As we move forward, we are implementing a carefully planned transition. Ms. Mammon will help kick off the new school year at MPE while we work diligently to identify an outstanding successor for the principal position. I'm committed to including staff and community member input in the hiring process, and we'll keep you updated on our progress as we find the next leader for MPE. But for now, please join me in welcoming Ms. Stacy Mammon as our new Director of Instruction.
Thank you very much for the warm introduction and welcome. I'm incredibly excited to serve in the role of Director of Instruction. I'm looking forward to working alongside Ms. Calso and the very talented instructional team that's in place. It has been a privilege and an honor to serve as the principal of Manassas Park Elementary School for the past 17 years. The experience as building leader has really allowed me to deepen my knowledge of curriculum and instruction and my passion, while also experience the opportunities and challenges within our schools. As I look ahead to this new role, my focus will be on ensuring alignment of our instructional programs and practices with the needs of our students and teachers. I am deeply invested in the success of the Manassas Park School Division and the students, so thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Kelso. Dr. Grosser?
All right. Good evening, Chair Alexander, members of the board. I am here tonight to present to you our new Director of Behavioral Support Services. This is a new position for us this year, and this position will join the Administrative Services team. And as it sounds, a lot of their job duties will surround discipline. But really, it's more than just that. Under this umbrella, this person will handle all of our disciplinary processes, including suspensions, expulsions, appeals. They'll also be involved in our threat assessment process. They're also going to oversee our Student Services Department, and that includes attendance, that includes counseling, and they're also going to work with me on some of the Title IX investigations and handling that for the division. So that's a very large role with a lot of difficult conversations that'll take place and difficult situations to deal with. And I couldn't be happier to announce Dr. Kristen Marbury in that role. If you want to stand up here, Kristen. You all probably recognize Dr. Marbury as the current Assistant Principal 2 at Manassas Park Middle School. That's a position she's held for about 3 years. Prior to that, she was the Assistant Principal at Cougar Elementary School for 3 years. Prior to that, she was a teacher, a 5th grade teacher at MPE for 4 years. She's also served as the Executive Director of the Bell Foundation, the Education Foundation. And she also recently completed her doctorate in educational policy and leadership from Virginia Tech. So she comes to us looking great on paper, but there's a whole lot more to Dr. Marbury that I am excited about. For the last 3 years, we've worked together on a lot of very difficult situations surrounding discipline in the middle school. And I have always been impressed that she is just calm and steady in her approach to everybody. And I think one thing that impresses me the most about her is that you can have these difficult conversations and really allow someone to keep their dignity. And she's great there. She can sit there and say, we're going to hold you accountable, we're going to have difficult conversations, but we recognize you're a person and we're going to grow from this experience and move on. So I think she just brings this really high level of knowledge in behavioral practices, both supporting a positive, proactive, prevention-based approach to behavior, but then also a reactive, what are we going to do when something does go wrong in the schools? So she's really got that great balance, and I think she brings the utmost professionalism. So I'm super excited to have her on my team. Dr. Marbury.
Well, good evening, Chair and members of the school board. I'm very excited, delighted, and honored to be your new Director of Student Support Services. I know I join a very knowledgeable team and a team that's doing great work. So I look forward to learning more from Dr. Grosser and continuing to serve the Manassas Park community. And I look forward to taking the things that I've learned, working 3 of our 4 schools here in Manassas Park, and putting it all together through a division lens to be able to support our students in a new way. So thank you so much for affording me this opportunity, and I look forward to what's to come.
All right. Any board member comments on that?
I just wanted to say congratulations to you both. We're so excited to see you continue to grow here with the system. We really appreciate everything you've already done. We're excited to see what you will continue to do with us. So thank you, and thank you for all of your hard work so far, and congratulations again.
Second that. Congratulations and thank you.
Congratulations. I'm really looking forward to working with you guys. Also, I really appreciate seeing the people coming up through the ranks and staying with Manassas Park and literally following it through their careers. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, guys.
I had the same note about how much I love the fact that we, build people up and promote from within. You guys have been just rock stars as long, I mean, you both had my daughter. I'm driving her to college tomorrow, so not to make, to date ourselves, but it's so well deserved. And it's a loss at the elementary school at the principal level, but it's a gain at the district level. So thank you both so much. Luke, you could always enroll at MP High School, and the swim team could use another, just saying. So anyway, thank you guys so much. All right, so moving on to student representative report. And
Go ahead, Chair
All right.
Alexander. I think you have an announcement to make during that.
I do. So on behalf of the school board, I would like to officially welcome Ms. Berlin Gonzalez Rivera to the student board as representative for this year. Berlin participated in the student representative interviews in July and was selected to fulfill the junior representative role. Berlin is very involved at the high school, is a member of the National Society of High School Scholars and part of the George Mason Early Identification Program. Berlin will join our senior representative, Crystal Romero, as well as advocate for Manassas Park students in working to improve public education. So we all want to welcome you, and we're looking forward very much to everything you're going to be able to help us with. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. And thank you to Dr. Jones and Mr. Cummings for participating in all of the interviews. And it was we had some great candidates, so thank you to everyone who applied. It was very, very nice to see so many students involved. All right, so let's go. Did I skip anything? This is where I tend to go.
I think you've been action.
I did skip. Sorry, my apologies. I skipped up ahead to the, let me go to the action agenda. Sorry, you warned me, and I still did it. My bad. All right. So we're going over the proposed to change the 2024-25 calendar school year.
So Chairman, I'd like to invite Dr. Grasser back up to just remind the board of the presentation in July. The action is listed there in board docs, so when she's completed her presentation, the board can consider that as an action item.
Okay, good evening again, Chair Alexander, members of the board. Tonight I'd like to remind you of the presentation that I made to you on July 1st about some proposed changes to the SY24-25 calendar. And just as a reminder, this is the slideshow that you saw before. This was to address some increased training needs that we had for our teachers and professional development opportunities throughout next year. So if you go back to the calendar, you can look here and see we were proposing just moving a couple of instructional days around the winter break timeframe to virtual teacher work days, putting that day back on spring break, and then moving the end of the first quarter or the first semester a couple of days there, the professional development day, turning one of those into a teacher work day and putting one back on the calendar. So we have the proposed calendar here. And tonight we're asking for approval for the amended SY24-25 school year calendar.
All right. Any board questions? All right. All right. Can I get a motion to approve the proposed 2024-25 calendar as presented?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Moving on to new business. Proposed Aviation Academy partnership.
We're just switching them up and down, these two. So Ms. Kelso is going to come forward and provide you with that information. I should have kept them over there.
Get your steps in.
Good evening again, Chair Alexander, members of the board. As previously shared with the board last year, MPCS has been working in collaboration with Manassas City Public Schools, Prince William County Schools, and the Manassas Regional Airport to design and implement a regional aviation academy. The idea is to create an academy that would begin with coursework in grades 8 through 10 in home divisions and then transition to aviation pathway courses at the Manassas Regional Airport for grades 11 and 12. Pathway options would be rolled out gradually and would include components to provide high-quality work-based learning experiences in partnership with the airport and other business partners. The group that has been working together is beginning to develop a team of representatives from schools and businesses to act as a governing board. To begin pursuing grant opportunities for funding, a governing board is needed. From each school division, there is a request for 2 representatives, one being a superintendent or designee, and the second being a school board member. These 2 individuals will be in addition and join the district CTE coordinator or director. The board representative would have a voice in the conversation to define the long-term commitment and role of this governing body. I'm here tonight to request if there's a member of the board willing to accept a position on the new Aviation Academy Governing Board as a representative of Manassas Park City Schools. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Kelso. And I believe.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Ms.
Great. I will let Ms. Wolf know, and she'll be in contact with you as soon as we hear more information.
Great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is an awesome opportunity. This
Yeah,
was
really
is really exciting.
I think getting this governing board in place is a huge next step for like real substantial planning to take place over the next couple of years.
Yeah, there's just so many exciting things going around the airport, and for us to
Yeah.
be involved as a school, it's
Yeah.
a great opportunity.
Absolutely. With the growth of the airport
Yeah.
in conjunction with this, the timing's perfect.
Right. So, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so moving on to board policies, first reading.
I'm going to turn this over to Ms. Delorier to share the first reading of a group of policies.
Good evening again, Chairman Alexander and members of the board. Tonight, I am presenting for your consideration 47 policies for their first reading. These policies contain all the updates and recommendations received from the Virginia School Boards Association in May of this year. The next set of updates will be released this fall, where we will start having policy committee meetings to assist with the review and revision process for our board policies. We thank you for your attention and dedication to this important task. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me, and I will get them to the executive director that can give you guys an answer.
Thank you, ma'am. The explanation of revisions was quite helpful. Thank you. Quite helpful. Okay, so moving on to upcoming meetings. We will have a school board meeting and school board retreat Monday, August 26th at 6:59 in board chambers on the second floor. And we will also be having a regular board meeting Monday, September 16th at 6:59 City Hall in board chambers as well. Now, moving on to student representative reports.
I had told our student representatives that today they were not required to give a report. What I will be doing, I will let you all know, is as soon as we get started with school, I will be meeting with the 2 student representatives, and we'll be talking about the process for their reports. You can see we've designated a specific area on the board agenda for student representative reports, and we're going to talk about how we transition that information from the schools to the board. So I will be meeting with these 2 ladies in the coming weeks, and they will be prepared for the next board meeting. But welcome to both of you. Welcome back, and welcome to you, Berlin, as well. I look forward to working with them.
All right, thank you, Dr. Saunders. Any board member comments? No?
Can't wait for school to start. One more week. It's exciting, so welcome back to all of our students.
Yep. Okay. Anyone else? Ellen?
I mean, school starting, I know exactly how you guys feel. It's okay. It's okay. Your senior year, you got this. No, I want to say good luck to our staff, all of our faculty. You guys have put a lot of hard work in through the summer, and hopefully the staff is receptive to the changes and adaptations that are made as, I hope that they are. So, yeah. Good luck.
I know.
Okay, well, if that's the case, can I get a motion and a second for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, thank you, guys.
19 minutes.
19 minutes.